Welcome to White Regis TV Film Review and Preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, The Flash releases in cinemas after years of production difficulties. The film stars controversial actor Ezra Miller as Barry Allen, a police forensic investigator who is secretly the superhero The Flash, with the ability to move at superhuman speeds using the Speed Force. The film revolves around Barry travelling back in time to prevent his mother's death, only for his actions to have unintended consequences. The initial response has been largely positive, with praise for the action, plot and acting, but criticism directed at the use of AI and deepfake software to include deceased or aged actors as multiverse variants of other characters. My responses to the trailers have been negative thus far due to my criticism of Miller's acting, the nonsensical plot, and unfaithfulness to the comics and previous adaptations. It's in cinemas this weekend, so go check it out. Last weekend, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts was released in cinemas as a standalone sequel to 2018's Bumblebee. The film revolves around two struggling Brooklyn residents in 1994 who get caught in the middle of the Autobots' battle to protect Earth from the dark god Unicron. Now, I went and checked this movie out as a fan, and I absolutely loved it. The script and CGI could have used a polish, but everything else was particularly enjoyable, especially the cinematography of the sequences filmed in Peru. I gave this film 4.5 stars out of 5. This week, John Wick Chapter 4 was released on home video. The film is a sequel to 2019's Chapter 3 and revolves around Keanu Reeves' John Wick looking for revenge on the massive criminal enterprise The High Table. I watched it for the first time on home video, and as a massive John Wick fan, I was very disappointed. I felt that the action scenes were well directed and there was great cinematography, but the script was way too long and clunky. I gave this film 3 stars out of 5 based solely on the strength of the action scenes. This weekend, the movie Extraction 2 releases on Netflix as a sequel to 2020's Extraction. The film stars Chris Hemsworth as an Australian Black Ops mercenary who gets hired to break a gangster's family out of prison. Now, I was looking forward to this movie as I really enjoyed the first film, and both films contain excellent action sequences that are well publicised, but what I enjoyed most about this movie was the great directing and the performances from the cast, despite a wonky pace. I gave this film 4.5 stars out of 5. This weekend, the anime film Black Clover: Sword of the Wizard King releases on Netflix as a standalone story to the Japanese manga Black Clover and its anime adaptation. The film revolves around magic knights Asta and Yuno fighting against 4 feared wizard kings who seek to take over the Clover Kingdom. Now, I was really excited for this movie considering the anime prematurely ended in 2021, and I have to say that as a fan, this film was incredible and fun with great animation and acting, even if the film was in a rush to get through the story, and there was some great fan service in the film. I gave this film 4.5 stars out of 5, and it is one I highly recommend. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I will preview the new Wes Anderson film Asteroid City. Now back to Gary in the studio.